Hi guys, I'm Jenny, and surprisingly, I'm not doing a tag video today. I thought I'd switch it up a little bit and share some awkward and humiliating stories with you guys. I'm not exactly the most coordinated and put together person, so a lot of strange and kind of humiliating things have happened to me, and I don't know. Why not share that with the internet? So if you want to cringe with me and laugh at my failures in life, keep on watching. Embarrassing story number 1. So freshman year I was taking biology, which at my school is a class for both sophomores and freshmen. And I basically passed out in front of everyone. What happened was that there were animal organs in a bucket in the back of the classroom, and it was a really hot day, and we had projects set up all around the back. There were presentation boards on diseases, and one component of the project was to have pictures of all the symptoms. I get kind of nauseous when looking at gross photos, and I'm walking to the back of the classroom trying to fill in my worksheet after looking at everyone's presentation, and this sophomore sees the bucket of organs, and for some reason he thought it would have been a good idea to open up the bucket and take these organs out. So that's what he was doing, and I was right next to him, and I smelled all the formaldehyde and all those nasty chemical smells and that and dead organs being in the sun, and then I was already nauseous from looking at really gross photos, and it was too much for me and I fainted. Yeah. And to make it worse, my teacher, who was applying to med school at the time, was I don't know, she was trying to help me and trying to carry me to the front of the classroom, but she couldn't carry me, and I'm not a very big person, and the sophomore, I guess, the same one who got the organs, I was oh, I can help her, and it was just, there was a commotion, and I was just not in it at the time. I don't really know what happened exactly, but it was a good way to impress the sophomores and just, make my mark freshman year by fainting. And yeah. Being the clever 6-year-old I was, I locked myself in a bathroom, I think, 3 times that year. The most memorable time I was in China, and it was in a restaurant. In this one particular restaurant, the bathrooms are really different than how they are where I come from, California, by the way. The stalls aren't really stalls. They're doors and walls that go all the way to the ceiling to the ground. And I remember this door was metal and it was silver, and the lock wasn't the normal twist or sliding type lock. It was some kind of dial and twist thing, and I've never seen one before. And my mom told me, oh, make sure not to lock it, I'll stand in front of your door and I'll make sure no one goes in. And I didn't listen to my mom, and basically I locked myself into a bathroom. But it wasn't really a bathroom. It was more of a huge giant metal box. And so I started screaming and crying, saying Mom, I'm stuck in here. I'm gonna have to stay here the rest of my life. I can't get out. And I started panicking in the bathroom. A female employee who was called in, and she started kicking the door and hitting it and trying just to break the door and come in. But this is a freaking metal door. What? The female employee, lady person, she had broken the door, and I don't know if you'll ever see this, but if you remember working at a restaurant 11 years ago in China, and there's a little girl stuck and crying in a bathroom because she didn't know how to unlock it. That was me. Thank you very much. You've saved my life. I played volleyball in middle school, and I started playing in 4th grade going up to 8th grade. In 8th grade, we were scrimmaging or play a scrimmage match. against the 6th graders, or maybe they were 7th graders. I can't really remember. And so basically for the past 4 years, I'm used to having like balls come at me and like hitting it and like all that sort of stuff. And in this one match against 6th graders or 7th graders, there was a ball coming at me. It wasn't like someone like had spiked it and it was coming at me. It was just like coming above. And for some reason, in my head, I thought it was gonna hit my face and like I didn't move. So I just screamed on court with like parents and like kids and like my classmates and like the 6th graders or 7th graders all around, and I screamed and I was just like, oh my God, it's gonna hit my face. So for the past 4 years, I had learned that if it was coming at your face, you needed to back up or like, I don't know, move so someone else can get the ball or something. And for some reason, I just screamed and like covered my face, and all these parents and my classmates and like the other teams, they were all around, and everyone was just like, what's going on? Like thinking, you know, if you're screaming, like something bad's gonna happen or you're gonna die. It was just like a ball, and it was traveling in like a parabola. It wasn't like going straight down. Yeah, it didn't even come close to me. I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. You know, no big deal. So that concludes this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed or cringed or laughed at my misery during those moments, and that you guys kind of learned something from those stories. Like, don't smell chemicals when you feel nauseous. And don't scream on court if you think a ball's gonna hit you. Just duck or something. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.